tasya heturvidya. Not understanding his purpose is ignorance. Not understanding this relationship of Brahma and Maya, that is universe, is ignorance. Yoga enlightenment is transcendence to Brahma. The systems like electricity, magnetism, gravitation, centrifugal or linear or otherwise, any force, heat, atomic structures and technologies, solar systems have been understood through inventions and discoveries. These systems were already there and working very accurately. Very recently we came to know all this, but the knowledge pertaining to all complex systems was available with the creator of these systems. Maybe in future we shall be inventing teleporting, holographic image transportation, etc. But all this was understood and invented by a human mind only after perception. Other than human at living beings, the perception does not evolve as such, and also because the intelligence does not evolve, human is a special specimen of nature created by some intelligent species, and the perception is the only cause of addition and evolution in intelligence. Yoga explains the basic technology of perception. ईश्वर सर्वभूतानां हृदयेशे अर्जुन तिष्ठति ब्रह्मयान सर्वभूतानि यंत्रारूढ़ानि मायया. Ishwar abides in the heart of all creatures, causing them to revolve according to their karma by the elusive power seated as those being are in the vehicle of the body. When the subtlest operations of complex systems were understood, the invention took place. But it was all discoveries of creator's creation. The management techniques, modern science discovers the techniques only through research, and research in retention, meditation and absorption in experimentation. We have been told of the powers held by the spiritual leaders and seers might be through scientific experimentation at that time or acquired the powers through the scientific instrumentation. We can observe that reptiles possesses the technique of camouflaging through various methods. It seems that almost every living being has been given by nature the power of changing its skin colors, and some the size of their own. Special powers for changing skin colors. Human being is same all over the world, but with different skin colors. People from ice-capped mountains are white, the blacks from black soil, red Indians from red soil, brown from yellow soil. Also in the breeding from two different colors form a new combination. Surprisingly, frogs and snakes are as well as insects and birds change the color and designs at their skins according to the environment and places of hiding. Chameleon changes the color of skin at confrontation with enemy. Chameleon must have a direct endocrinal connection to perhaps his pituitary like glands, that secretion of hormonal chemicals at skin pigments to absorb the colors and create panorama of colors. This is an excellent technology of nature, and we can acquire this technology. One can become invisible by absorbing all colors. Target through trajectory is manojavitvam. Chameleon has been awarded software by nature, is also awarded to different species in some way or the other. Also, this does not seem available with the species having no eyes like earthworms, bats, day-blind species or nocturnal insects. The display and imitation of view at skin through mental power is not a phenomenon, but the nature's calculated program implanted genetically at the memory of the creature. Reptiles are patient creatures. They go in silence for long duration. They are also sharp shooters because they hit the target that are either hidden or moving. To be extremely peaceful at mind and swift at actions under hostile conditions is manojavitva, but during silence you drive and prolong the memory impressions is meditation. Superpower from nature to camouflage. To achieve peace at mind, you need to close tendencies and put the emotions at silence, even at stimulations. To close stimulations, you need to take the path of right side like truth and non-violence, like reptiles do. They retain the view at memory and meditate at these impressions or prolong the impressions at mind under centralized concentration. The Ajna Chakra or pituitary will transfer the view to the skin and add genetic store of knowledge. Also, your deeds, diseases and structures are recorded genetically. Now looking at the images of camouflaged reptiles, the transfer of view at the skin is a programming. Therefore, the property dominant at object shall be perceived accordingly. Here property is view and the property is transferred into the mental instructions for internal metabolism. Genetic store of knowledge transferred to generations. Parinamay Tattva Dvastu Tattvam. The impressions of results are deep rooted in the mind and travel through genetically everywhere, irrespective of time, boundaries and spaces, all over the world. It compels you to perform according to impressions. The impression is memory. Therefore, specie perform for thousands of generations the same kind and endures pain and pleasure accordingly. Therefore, programming mind is possible with retention, meditation and absorption at plain and silent mind. Niruddha. The impression recorded at mind be driven repeatedly and prolonged can cause the activation of some process. Janma Aushadhi, Mantra Tapa, Samadhija, Siddhayaha. The extraordinary changes take place in the body, mind and senses are due to 5 reasons. Number 1. Inborn qualities. Some are born with extraordinary intellect or skills like mathematics, encyclopedia or gymnastics that comes genetically through the ancestors. This shows that the special powers have developed with ancestors could be possible to have delivered to the successor genetically. Ancestors had acquired these powers through the same technique. Medication. Some shine with high-tech medicines such as steroids or doping with cannabis or drugs. Incantation. Some develop in incantation and mass mesmerism. Incantation is excellent memory driver It stimulates the process of surfacing the memorized impressions, and this must be used to develop grasp. Penance and retention with meditation. Absorption, samadhi, some develop through meditations and absorption. Probably this is the best technique used by reptiles and insects to cause genetic changes, therefore best suited for programming mind and acquire better powers.